Leo.
Hello Leo, this is your forecast for November 2015, and first and foremost a shout out to all of you who have written in feedback and emails for the pick3cards.com, where you can go and pick your own cards, your tarot cards, and then listen to an instant video response to what they mean. So now you can do your own free readings, and I'm really happy that this might now be a tool that you can use whenever you need. But listen, we have two main focuses for you here in November. The first is where your sun is, and it is illuminating your fourth house, which has to do with home, foundation, your family, your roots, really getting together what it is you're feeling good about here in your life, and focusing more energy on how you want to structure it. And it's also because we have the new moon in this area as well, which will be on November 11th. So you will come to see that this is a beginning, a new start, maybe even figuring out where you want to go from here as far as your foundation, your roots are concerned. There might be some news from family as well at this time, or you projecting some new hopes and beginnings on this area. And of course, the new moon is always when we put down our intentions, and that would be the area for you to focus on, as well as remember to write out your abundance check to yourself there on the 11th. But as we start out the month here, Leo, we have Venus and Mars doing the dance. They are conjunct, meaning they're sharing that very same degree on the night sky. This is in the area of your finances. So you're going to look at your money, where it's going, how you're using it, where it's coming in from, how you can increase it. And I'm feeling even there in October, you might have shed some light on how you can balance this in a perhaps new or more of a proficient way. Now you will have this energy with you, which will allow you to kind of crunch those numbers until Venus moves out of this area, which will be November 8th. Into your third house, more of communication. You're going to see you're going to be traveling perhaps a little bit more. Not necessarily long distance though, but it could be more to and fro, being active, getting errands done, or just small little out-of-town trips, day trips and so forth. Venus is going to love that. It's in the area or the sign of Libra, so you're going to find beauty in what it is you do and what it is you see and experience. Mars will be following right behind Venus on November 12th, also leaving that financial area and heading down the same highway as Venus. And so that's a double whammy there as far as wanting to just get out of the house, right? Day trips and so forth. Perfect time for it. I also see there's a lot of interaction here socially with communication, meeting people in the to and fro, and also just communicating in a very inspired and enthusiastic way for the rest of the month. So great time to interact and be social. Now Jupiter there though will still be lingering in that second house, looking for opportunities to grow and expand your financial security. You have that to next year, but right now, having had the visitation of Venus and Mars, because Venus comes once a year, it's not going to be before late next summer, she'll return 2 years till Mars comes back. So if you're really needing to hone in specifically right now, you want to get that done before November 12th, because it will be 2 years before Mars is going to give you that extra push, that extra little nudge, if we wish. But yes, the Mercury is already in this third house for communication and short distance travel, but it is going to move into that fourth house and will remain there for November, where it's going to be about your roots, your foundation, your family, thoughts about them, communication, more interaction perhaps with family and family members as well. But we've got a lot of other nice little goodies taking place. So Just mark on your calendar for a great date night is November 2nd. That's Venus and Mars together. For those of you in a relationship, you'll have a divine evening. If you are single, you might just want to be out and about and see who it is you meet in passing there. You might luck out. On the 5th, we got the Sun and Pluto here sextile, and the Sun is you. It is focused here on your roots, your foundation, who you are on the inside. Pluto wanting to come in and transform. So this is a day here on the 5th where you might just be looking at what is it you want to transform. Pluto's in the 6th house, so that is pretty much pointing towards how you eat, what diet are you having or taking, and also working out. It's more like the focus on your physical embodiment and how you might improve it. So you might take some new directions. On the 10th, Mercury is going to have the same sextile to Pluto that the Sun had on the 5th, meaning that whatever you initiated on the 5th, Mercury's coming in behind it. I see you getting more engaged, wanting to dive a little deeper there so Pluto can really get in and do its transformation. The 10th is good for any deeper type of communication between you or whoever it may be, where you can be very genuine and I feel also authentic. The Sun here is sextiling Jupiter, and the Sun being you, Jupiter your truth and your convictions, what it is you believe, but Jupiter also being in that 2nd house for money and values, you might stick up for what it is you believe here on the 10th as Mercury is communicating here with Pluto. So this is a great day for any kind of interaction where you have to go a little deep with somebody, where you have to really relate heart to heart and soul to soul. On the 13th, Venus now having moved out of your financial area into that 3rd, great time to enjoy. I feel there is now Venus coming in with Saturn. There's something about security. There's also a good karmic feeling here. Today, Saturn always wanting to look out to secure your values and what it is you hold close to heart. So it's a blessed day, especially because Mercury too is communicating with Jupiter. So that could be a conversation with somebody afar. It could be somebody from afar coming in, which could also be great. So the 13th is opening up a door for just wanting to get out and about and have a great time. Because remember now, we have both Venus and Mars in that 3rd house. So this is also starting you up and getting a little antsy to be out and about and experience and explore. On the 20th, 23rd though, here we have a little bit of a hiccup throughout the month. Don't let it wig you out too much. What it will perhaps want to do is to put some of your, should I say, values on a test, perhaps, because it's Venus. It's what you hold close to heart. It's scoring off on Pluto, so there might be a little cringe there. Venus at the time in your 3rd, Pluto in the 6th. It might just be, perhaps, could even be some delay for out and about traveling. But Venus also here is opposing Uranus. So they're a little bit of a challenge, but on the 24th, you're back on track. Your actions, which is Mars, is sextiling Saturn. So Saturn's coming in, putting the structure back in place like it felt on the 13th. So by the 24th, you're actually moving ahead here now and making your calls as far as securing your direction. This Saturn here is in your 5th house. So that has to do with your creativity, Leo, and what it is you're working on as far as getting the structure down of expressing those things that are valuable to you spiritually and emotionally. So this would be a great day to initiate a new goal, for example. Especially those of you who are self-employed might feel that this push is exactly what you're needing to launch something. The 25th also is holding communication with Mars. So Mercury and Mars They're going to look at maybe contractual agreements. It's looking out for what it can do now as far as getting on the same page with somebody you might be collaborating with. And in that, I'm feeling that you're so aligned with your goals, your direction. So you're at one. And when we're at one, magic happens, okay? Because we're not like all over the place, right? But we have that super focus that is needed. Not only is the 25th here with Mercury and Mars really good, but we have the full moon on the 25th as well. So that's coming in too to shine and illuminate this area for you. It will be 25 degrees in Gemini, which is your 11th house. So it should be a very social evening or day for you, and just sharing within groups. So beautiful night out or with friends or family. So this is what we have. The 2016 horoscopes are up. If you haven't listened to it already, you can go get a sneak peek and a little look into what 2016 may hold for you, and maybe that of what is coming up for your partner. Listen to that too. And I'll see you next month. Bye now.